There are two types of memory. So there's explicit and implicit memory. Explicit memory is organized in a linear fashion, and there is time and place, people in which you can retrieve the memory back. So I like to think of it like opening a filing cabinet, and there's all these files stored in a very neat row. So if you pull a file out, you can recall, 3 years ago I went to a camp, and my friends Sally and John were there with me, right? So that's an example of explicit memory. We can recall it, and it is in a linear or organized fashion. Then there is implicit memory, where in the first years of our life, our memories are all stored as implicit memory. So that's up to around 2 to 3 years. Our memories are stored as more sensory information, where there is no time, there's no place. The people can sometimes be a bit blurry. And things like smells, locations can actually activate that recall of a memory, except we don't, in our higher thinking brain, we can't register that as an organized memory recall, right? So when we undergo awakening and Kundalini processes, you can experience memory recall as a mood, as a feeling, as a sensation that is blurry or very formless. And our thinking brains, our higher brains, can't quite pinpoint the exact origin of where all of this came from, right? So as you're tracking back into experiences and memory and patterning, it can get kind of like disorientating and confusing, because your implicit memory, there's no definitive shapes, yeah, and sometimes it can feel like like you're walking through a forest in the dark and you're lost. So I wanted to bring this into awareness that when implicit memories surface, right, if you are wanting to navigate this yourself, is to allow the feelings and the sensations to arise, and developing your loving witness and observer state in being with yourself and allowing and noticing the sensations, the feelings, the moods that arise. And in doing so, this allows history to be witnessed and acknowledged, right? You're creating space for something deep within you, which your body has held and stored, this beautiful opportunity to arise and to gift you new information in a new way. Yeah, and in doing so, this allows this natural release process to occur. If these implicit memories are attached to child trauma, core attachment, wounding trauma, then care needs to be taken, right? Because we need to contain the trauma so that flooding doesn't occur, right? Yeah, where the trauma just kind of like comes through in very big waves washing over you. So just wanting to bring that into awareness too, that trauma needs to be lovingly contained and held, so that it can be processed in a very safe way. I hope that helps.